Okay, so 5 years ago, like 2019, I heard the first rumor of what was to be the perfect addition for my smart home. Well, that's the Sonos headphones. But days went by, years went by, they didn't materialize. We got the Move, we got the Roam, and that's great because Sonos is awesome. Well, I had given up on this mythical device until recently I got an email. And the Sonos Ace. It had been announced, it was available, there was a buy now button, so I hit it. Yes, a little bit of an impulse, but no, not so much. I'd been waiting like 5 years for these. Well, they've arrived. I've tried them. First impressions, they're really good headphones. I like them. They're great. I have one major concern. They're not Sonos headphones. Let me explain. Before I get to the headphones, some quick background. I started building my Sonos system back in 2013 with the addition of a single Sonos One speaker. Actually, this one right here. And that was 12 years ago, and it's still part of my smart home setup today. I use that exact speaker every day, and that's pretty good track record for the lifespan of an internet-connected device. There were 3 things I like about the Sonos system. Number 1, they're good quality speakers, and they sound really good. 2, you can build your system one speaker at a time, and since they're not cheap, that really helps. I've slowly added to my Sonos system over the last 13 years. I bought a soundbar, added a subwoofer, I got the Sonos Move to take outside. Slowly, I added devices all over my smart home. Number 3, and this one's the big one. It's the thing that holds it all together. In my opinion, it's their competitive edge. No one else does it quite the same. That's the Sonos Ecosystem. You see, a standard Bluetooth speaker, it relies on your phone. You connect your phone to the speaker using Bluetooth, and then you stream music from your phone to the speakers. But we all know if that phone gets too far from the speaker, everything stops. And the person that's streaming, well, they need to have an account with Spotify or whatever service you want to use. And if you have a whole family, buying family accounts so that everyone can use those streaming services, well, it can get expensive. Sonos went a different route. And the Sonos system, it runs on the speakers themselves. You add your Spotify account, Apple Music, Sirius XM, whether you got local music, pretty much any source of audio you have to the system itself. And you do that just once. And then you use your phone as a remote control with the Sonos app that consolidates all of those services together so that you can play audio on any of your Sonos speakers. You can group them together, and you can even have different audio sources playing on different speakers at the same time. And on top of that, anyone else in the house, all they need to do is install the Sonos app, which will allow them to control the speakers, allow them to play music from any of the streaming sources you've added, and they don't need to have an account or the streaming service app installed, say Spotify. Best of all, since the audio is playing directly to the speaker, it never cuts out, and it doesn't rely on anyone's phone. So everyone can control it, but they can also all leave and the music just keeps on playing. Now on top of that, you can use smart home automation, such as Home Assistant or SmartThings, and even If This Then That, to control all of your Sonos speakers from all of those sources using automations. Okay, so let's talk about the Sonos Ace headphones. Overall, these are a fantastic set of Bluetooth headphones. The build quality, it's great. The weight, it's perfect. I watched a 2.5-hour movie and I hardly knew they were there. The foam ear cups, they're super comfortable and, well, they attach with magnets, so I'm sure you'll be able to order replacements if you ever need to. The controls, they're great. On one side, you have a status light, power and Bluetooth button, and a USB-C charging port. On the other, you have noise control button and a clicky slider button that they call the content key. You can slide it up and down, and you can push it in as well. A single push for play or pause, double press for next song, and triple press for previous song. Slide it up to increase the volume, slide it down to decrease, and as well there's some other call control actions you can do with that. Now the buttons are a nice change. I prefer this to a touch-sensitive zone that can never seem to get right on other headphones. The noise cancellation, well, it's one of the best I've ever used. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I actually get a little bit of motion sickness from the noise cancellation of my Apple AirPod Max headphones. If you turn on noise cancellation with nothing playing, it's like I can hear almost a vacuum sound. Now with the Sonos headphones, I get absolute silence, and it's really good. Turn off the noise cancellation and the pass-through is great. It sounds natural and makes video conference or voice calls sound great. Overall, to be honest, they're my current favorite pair of Bluetooth headphones. So, what's the problem? They are not Sonos headphones. There is nothing unique about them or inclusion in any way to the Sonos ecosystem. Remember number 3, the app, the ecosystem? Well, none of that is here. You can't pair these with your other speakers or stream audio from your other sources. The Sonos app gives you some basic controls of the headphones when they're connected to your phone, and that's it. Imagine if Apple came out with the next AirPod Max headphones, but they didn't work within the Apple ecosystem. It's basically the same thing. These are supposed to be Sonos headphones. The ecosystem, the app, this is what makes Sonos Sonos. These headphones are just Bluetooth headphones made by a company called Sonos. And like I said, they're great headphones, but Sonos should have told us this. I should not be learning this after I purchase them. And you should not be learning it from my video. So if you are looking for a great pair of headphones, even possibly my favorite pair of Bluetooth headphones, by all means, get the Sonos Ace headphones. If you are looking for the next addition to your Sonos ecosystem, these are not them. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope it helped you decide whether Sonos Ace headphones are for you. Give me a thumbs up if it did. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in home automation and other technology reviews and tutorials and that type of thing. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one.